Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It seems that the one of my other campaign that I can't show uh because I can't reveal hidden things, and I am going to be using this specific campaign over and over again. So if this some of the groups does not make it, there'll be another one another time. Plus I am going to be making the same campaign for my friends later in the future. But it seems that the first campaign is a hit and has been pretty much pretty good advertised and everything. So and now I am now pinging this for the second advertised. I just woke up at 2:30 p.m. and I think it's right here on the pin message that I am trying to ping all the information here for the time. I am going to be reading everything else down here, and then I'll be, if I have time, I'll maybe make a third one and so on. But I want to see the first two if I can multitask. It'll be like it'll be like you're making a meeting with like three people in different, or working with three company or something like that, because you have to remember each one's campaign. So this is great right here. I am so happy that he can share the materials and stuff like that, become anything they want. I am so goddamn happy, so that they can become everything they want, and I can just keep going. So I'm gonna read all this right here, which is all the way down here and stuff like that, and then seeing when can I get these guys together. Plus Zerola is not technically here, and let me see what they. Hey, unfortunately we cannot join. We were both given opportunity elsewhere that would eat up our time, and I wish luck to the campaign. Oh, is it like A or A? I just say hey instead. Hey, no problem. Come on, brother. Maybe next. And then I go back here, and then we have again back. Those were the two other people that they found someone else, and that's actually fine. And then as well as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be technically all of them if I can get them all in. And I'm actually going to be reading this. So guys, if I'm pretty sure I might not have room for the second campaign, but if I make a third campaign, I might have room, and just letting you guys know that right now. Okay. Hey, so this will be the continuation from the other 2 minutes that we had, because we had a lot of discussion. For example, if you look over here, we had an extreme big amount of discussion, and we have someone who can share the books, which I'm very happy, which is corruption right here. We did it at the time. There was when I was sleeping. This is all when I was sleeping on this part right here, because you won't see me text or something like that. They were discussing about if it is a point by system, if it's a roll and stuff like that. It basically is a fixed HP. It is going to be by point, and since I have 6 people here, it's going to be starting at level 5. They asked me if there's stuff for multi-class and stuff like that. I usually prefer that it's actually pure, but I allowed it so long as they give me the class ahead of time, so I can study the class and make sure that everything goes great. You kind of don't want to have a character that breaks the game too much, because there are items in this game that kind of breaks that already. And I might be able to reveal you one item to you viewers, because I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to see that in here and so on. But yeah, for example, in here, I like that he provides time workout. I'll have all resources, material, and subscription for DTBB, which is great because it allows everyone to actually have all the classes. This is what I really was hoping to find out there. I didn't know if I would have or not. At the same time, I put it here correct. I asked the DM so there's a specific persuasion here that I had with another TN John campaign and stuff like that, which there was a scenario that I really wanted and so on, but it didn't actually happen, which they agreed that my side is a little bit much better for that. So they asked for a question and stuff like that, and I put it all in here, and then we kept going because we had to find out the time. The time is the most crucial thing. So if you guys see it right here, the time, it was always the most crucial, but we think we have it. Sunday 8 p.m. That seems to be the best time. I think Jamie will enter at a specific time. He's literally at 1 hour before us, so it's before us, right? Yeah, I think it's 1 hour before us, so it'll be like 4. Nice. No, sorry. It's I have it somewhere in a spreadsheet anyway. Anyway, he's gonna make it through the campaign, like play through the campaign, but during the campaign he is going to leave, which I'm going to make a mechanic where he phases out basically during that time, kind of like a curse thing, which is just for flavor text to know that, hey, this guy just left left chat and stuff like that. So other people asked me, again, they were talking about they want to have a ranger, a rogue multi-class fighter archer, which I rogue fighter archer, I really don't mind multi-classing. I just have to get it ahead of time so I can learn about these classes to make sure it's not too broken and stuff like that. And I actually provided information that yes, these arrows are one-time use and they're like a niche thing. So again, I don't think I show you guys this one. I think I maybe show you another arrow. So this is an arrow, for example. This arrow has a tiny wings place of flexion, and with its fire from the bow or thrown, it homes it to this target. This is basically a +3 to hit. So it basically just added +3. They're rare arrows. You might find one, you might find two, and it's like I explained it here. You might roll something like that, and you might miss an arrow from perception, or you might find it automatically, and so on. So just telling them that every class in here has something, and just to show you an example, the Lost Dragon want to play a specific. I think it's Lost Dragon. I think it's Lost Dragon. They wanted to play a specific monk. Okay, it's one of these guys right here. He wanted to play a specific monk variation with one hand only. Well, there is actually a code here that actually is a 10 to AC, but it doubles your modifier. Sorry, it doubles your AC that you will gain for the modifier. So if it's 10 plus dex and you have 3 dex, it will be like 10 plus 16. 10 plus 6. Sorry. So you'll be having a 16. If I actually go right here into my campaign, which it was, people are usually technically get surprised that I'm already ahead of time on some items. It's one of a kind, and if you actually read over here, it's like you add double your AC to your dexterity to your AC. But I do go with the variant rule that is actually 10 AC, and you can't be wearing like armors or anything like that. It doesn't go over it on an armor, so you can't add it or anything like that. But you can still wear gauntlet boots, belt, bracelet, and stuff like that, so you still increase it a little bit more if you wear for the braces or protection, I think is what's it called, or if you actually wear a shield or something like that. So it's pretty cool. And this part I'm still working on, which is you may additionally move to your speed during an opportunity attack if you hit with an attack, which I think maybe that's like a disengage thing that a fencing fighter is. But again, you know, that's something that is out there and it's pretty cool. So I looked through all the here, and basically I was, again, you see I was working with the time, and finally we got it. See, I think this, oh, it's Jimmy. Jimmy wants the monk. So here, for example, it's like a key warrior, basically. That's all it is. And they at one point says it's like one hand or something like that, and I was like, yeah, well, I got stuff for you for that, but you have to find it. You have to be rare to find it. So I think everything works right now. We're going to be starting at 8 p.m. on Sunday, and I'm going to now, I think, play my PlanetSide 2 to relax. I give everyone the links for the campaign and so on, so they should be able to join and such.